I thought if I don't do it now, then that's it. I'm a banker forever. I was in corporate banking for 17 years. And in that time, went through a number of different sectors, general to retail and wholesale, hospitality and leisure, healthcare, and then eventually real estate. I think I'd got a little bit fed up that the job I was doing was just, in essence, helping to make rich people slightly richer. And so I thought, well, at least in the healthcare sector, the money that we are lending is going towards good causes. And some of the deals I've done really did that, particularly around COVID time. However, I guess like anything with a bank, the bank then decides that it's not making them enough money. So they pull out or they change their strategy. And actually you realize, yeah, okay, I am giving back, but not in its purest sense. Moved to secured safe lending. So you still just did real estate. There was a particular situations where they would say, we're going to build a new block and it's going to be used for the social services or, the councils. And then actually they would get an offer in from a rich family or something and sell it to them. So that sort of got me looking at different opportunities. Yeah, Careers for Change got involved. SAS were looking for a banker on the basis that they could then teach about social impact investing. Don't get me wrong, we still have to make money for the investors, but the focus really is on the charities. I actually started to realise through the roles I was doing about sort of sustainable lending, so not quite social impact, but certainly linked to it. So I did a certification with Cambridge around sustainable lending that the bank paid for at the time. And then I know people that work in social housing and they would tell you about the issues, etc. And a lot of in and around where I live is social housing, so you can see it firsthand. My knowledge has quadrupled. I can see why SAS wanted a banker. The fundamentals are still there. So, we still don't want to lose money. And because not just for us or the investors, but also for the charities we're lending to, right? We don't want to give them money to projects that are going to fail. One of the key differences is when you're doing a corporate or banking role, the client you're dealing with probably has got a finance team or a director or a controller or someone they outsource it to. A lot of the charities is just volunteers. And you could be technically talking about similar size numbers, and you're now dealing with somebody that's doing it on a Wednesday night when they've got a bit of time spare, which then obviously adds to the skill of patience. So the differences are, you work a lot more closer with the client. The client really values your opinions and thoughts, which, in a bank, quite often you might give them a bit of advice here and there, but it's their area of expertise. So it's a lot more interpersonal, which is absolutely fantastic. There's a lot of waiting around, you need some information from them. You might have to wait 6 weeks. In your head, you're like, we want to give you this money. Why are you taking so long? They just haven't got around time to do it because they're doing other things, probably housing homeless people. You're bottom of the list, which is fine, but it's frustrating. And you have to also really spell things out a lot more. The upside about that is actually you learn very quickly. The way I found the sector is anyone will help you. You can ask anyone in your team, other businesses. You're not competing with each other. You're all trying to do the same thing. I would say the other thing that I've had to learn quickly is just how bad things are in certain areas, and then understanding what each area needs and things like what a certain amount of money gets you in different areas. Before in a bank, you just gave the company the money and they done what they needed to do with it. But now we want to know what it's being used for, because again, we're trying to help the business out.